Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA Bag Work Series. And today we're going to talk about punch to kick combinations. If you've been following the Bag Work Series, we've worked on our jab, our cross, and our body hooks and body work in the last 3 episodes. But an important concept when throwing our kicks is how to set them up with our punches. So punch to kick combinations are very important when it comes to combat sports. You're not going to land your kicks a lot of the times without the setup, or you might not be able to land your punches without using kicks. And because this is an MMA and kickboxing channel, we need to be effective using our kicks and setting them up, and no better way than setting them up with our punches. Just like all the other episodes, we're going to talk about 5 technical rounds. Too many times we're doing our bag work without a purpose. So these videos give you a purpose, and they give you a nice system to be able to improve the concept we're working on. One of my favorite combinations when you watch all of my fights is being able to get rhythm and momentum in our combinations. So a lot of times our combinations come from left, right, which is the cadence of our combinations, which helps us flow really well. Good combinations are about flow and rhythm. So to get the best flow and rhythm, round 1, we're gonna work our classic textbook way of punch to kick combinations. So the best way is our lead hand, which is our jab, sets up our round kick. Our rear hand sets up our lead kick. So jab, rear kick, cross, lead kick. And that's what round 1's going to be. Now, just a few things to keep in mind when doing round 1 is what I call the power line. Every time we punch, we have a bad habit of stepping in all over the place, and it makes the combination really messy. To make a combination smooth with a lot of good power and good structure and biomechanics, I need to make sure I step and I open up my hips when I kick. So the focus is I'm jabbing, most likely on a straight center line. Okay, I'm stepping straight, or slightly outside because I want to throw my round kick. So I step, and now when I throw my round kick, I need to make sure I step to the left if I'm an orthodox fighter, because I open up my hip. With an open hip now, I got that power, I got that drive, and I can really drive my shin through the technique. Okay, so straight step, and then I step out to get that power. Now when I throw my rear hand, boom, because my left kick is going to the right and I'm going in that direction, I need to make sure my rear foot now steps out. So this way I can drive and kick through the technique. Bad examples of this would be jabbing and then stepping crossed, or if I throw my cross and I step out this way to throw my kick, I'm so structurally out of balance and I got no power. The key to good kicking is to get my hip driving and across the technique. This way I get good power and good snap in the technique. Okay, round 1, your classic single punch to round kick combinations. Left jab, right kick, right cross, left kick. Okay, let's go, round 1. Now that we have our single punch to kick combinations, now we want to put 2 punches together. The ones were single straight punches. Now, a good way to set up good power kicks is with our hooks. By hooking, boom, I got my momentum going this way. Now when I kick, I could really drive across and get more power. So my body turning helps me set up and load up the kicks. So if I throw a cross, hook, now I got that drive, the power, the turn to get maximum power. That's why one of my favorite combinations is my hook low kick. Or even if I do jab, sometimes jab, I'll throw a hook to load up to get more power. It's all about putting your body in a position to get as much power as you can. So round 2, we put 2 punches together. Now, the 2 best punches that set up the good ground kick is either a cross hook, which sets up my rear kick, right? So cross hook, I got that power side. Now to set up my lead kick, we reverse the punches. So we're gonna go hook, cross, and now, boom, I get the power. So it's still opposite side combinations. I'm still ending with the hand to set up the power kick. It's not same side yet. That's the next round. So I'm still, doesn't matter what punch I throw. Lead hand goes rear kick. Whether I throw overhand, uppercut, right hand, left kick. Okay? But to systemize the drill, to get full length in my technique, it's gonna be cross hook right kick or hook cross left kick. Now, you gotta understand, the punch and the kicks are at different range. When I'm throwing punch to kick combinations, I can't jam my punch. If I throw a cross hook, you know, and I'm too short, and then I get a jammed kick, that's not what I want. So I wanna make sure long cross, long hook. Now I have that range and that distance to be able to get power. Punches too jammed, my kicks gets jammed. Long extension in my punches, I have that room to be able to kick, get full extension, and return nice and fast. Okay, round 2, cross hook, low kick, hook cross, left kick, same as round 1. Keep an eye on the power line on the floor. I step straight on my cross, straight on my hook. Now when I want a right kick, I'm gonna step out. Same thing. Now if I go with my hook cross, I wanna make sure now my back foot steps out this way to get the good power. So still keep an eye on the power line on the floor to get maximum power in these combinations. All right, round 2. Now that we've established our opposite side punch to kick combinations, now the more difficult style of punch to kick combinations is attacking off the same side. So instead of now using my jab to set up my rear kick, my jab in my lead hand is gonna set up my lead kick. One of the best ways I like to use same side combinations is if I'm really digging my left hook, boom, into a switch kick. Very effective combination. Because everyone thinks after the left hook, the right kick comes. But same side combinations, you can really confuse and mix up the combinations on your opponent. So left hook into my left kick, jab into my left kick, or I can throw my right hand into my right kick, right? So mix up the combinations. Your combinations will land more effectively if you change them up and not make them so predictable. If you're always attacking left, right, predictable. Your opponent can find the timing, find when to attack, when to counter. But if you're always changing, you know, same side, different side levels, same side combinations, opposite side, it makes your opponent have to think, which makes your combinations more effective. Okay, so quick recap for round 3. My lead hand, either a jab or a hook into my switch kick. And when I want to throw my rear hand, I can go right cross, right kick. Maybe it can be a hook into a kick or an uppercut, but it's all about lead hand, lead kick, rear hand, rear kick. Just remember now, when you throw your rear side, boom, I want you to bring that shoulder back fast so you could attack. There is some unorthodox striking where I can lead my shoulder, attack, create different angles. That's a little bit more advanced, right? We'll see guys like TJ Dillashaw kind of attack off center line, keep the head off, and then throw the kick, right? Unorthodox, right? But the classic way, boom, come back and attack that way. Once you get good at the basics, this is when you start creating variations, head off center lines, different rhythms, tempos. So for this round, keep it basic, keep it classic, get that good footwork, good strength, good recovery is another important thing. I don't want you throwing these kicks and then following out of position. A good combination, you need to have a solid enter, a good combination, and a solid exit. If I enter nice, throw a combination, then I fall down here, I'm eating counter shots. It's not really effective. So after my kick combination, the key is, boom, I kick, I pull that back foot out. Now I've managed distance, and if my opponent does attack, at least I'm out of range to evade, and then I can come back in And that just builds in, one, good offense because now I'm in a better position to counter, and two, defensively, I'm at a range for that. So regardless of the kick, boom, down and return. Or I kick, pull my back foot out and return. Now, I always get the question of when I throw my left kick, how do I return? Okay, two ways. So after my left kick, boom, I step down right away and I keep my lead side in front of me. Boom, here, now I can block a counter shot and then I evade with my back foot, right? So left, keeping my left side heavy, I can still defend punches and then I back out. Boom, block, exit. If you're more effective and you need to exit a lot quicker, maybe your opponent's throwing these power punches very aggressively and I need to retreat as fast as possible, I might throw my left kick, step back in a southpaw, boom, and then come back to my orthodox. So those are the two recovery positions you can play with based on what your opponent is doing. If they're pressuring, I might use that back step. If they're staying in range and they're playing with me, right, boom, I might stay here and play. But then they retreat fast, boom, boom, I create that space, okay? Round three, same side combinations. Lead hand, lead kick, rear hand, rear kick. All right, let's go. Now that you have the basic combinations down, alternating sides and same sides, it's now about putting it together as a flow. And I'm gonna call this the Bazooka flow drill because it's the way I like to warm up on the bag because it warms up these combinations. Being a combination fighter, it's important that you work on getting that momentum and that flow really going well, okay? So my flow drill, it's simple, but it gets you working and it puts together both opposite side combinations as well as same side combinations. And it goes with easy, simple flow. Jab, right kick, 1, 2, left kick, 1, 2, 3, low kick, right? We all know those combinations, they go in sequence, right? Now, the second time, you're gonna throw the same punch, but with same side combinations. Jab, left kick, 1, 2, right kick, 1, 2, 3, left kick, okay? So it's gonna look like this quickly. Jab, right kick, 1, 2, switch kick, 1, 2, 3, low kick right away into my jab, left kick, 1, 2, right kick, 1, 2, 3, left kick, right back in, 1, boom. So I'm going back and forth from alternate side combinations to same side combinations. And that's the flow you wanna do. And we're not thinking, because it's so fast and you're doing it repetitively, right, one after another, this is the time where you shut your brain off and just let the combinations flow. All right, let's do the Bazooka flow drill, alternating and same side combinations. Fifth and final round is all about freestyle. Just like all of our other workouts, we need to shut our brain down and really work on flowing, being yourself. The first 4 rounds are to work the details, the technique, the purpose. You know, you're getting everything aligned up perfectly. Now this round, go and just work, flow. Whether you're going to work your combinations, your flow, or speed, or power, put that in your head and let it go onto the bag. Okay, there's no right or wrong combinations. It's about managing your distance in and out and how much flow you can do. Again, when you do your bag work, when you do pad work, you have to decide, is it to one, work your technique? Is the bag work to work volume? Is the bag work to work power? That is part of the purpose of your bag work. So for today, I'm just gonna go with flow and volume. So I'm gonna throw a lot of combinations and a lot of back-to-back. I'm gonna eliminate and shorten the time between combinations. Ideally, you might wanna throw a combinations, use footwork in between, then go back again. But this workout for me is about momentum and volume, so I'm staying a little bit more stationary and working that flow. All right, make sure you keep liking, subscribing to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Make sure you follow the technical series, and make sure you check out our channel sponsors, Hayabusa Fight at hayabusaffight.com, and Perfect Sports Nutrition. Both linked below. Bazooka 20, Perfect Sports Nutrition to get all your supplements at 20% off. We'll see you next time at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.